Hello and welcome to ChapterSkip.
We're bringing you movie reviews with a twist.
My name's Sean.
And I'm Mark.
And I'm Joe, and today we're doing a review for Jack the Giant Slayer.
Hi Joe.
Alright.
Hello mate.
Hi Matt.
Jack is a poor young man full of charm. He lives with his uncle, with a horse, on a farm.
Their house has holes on the roof and in the floor. So to the market Jack must venture once more.
Money for the thatch, so the roof they can fix. But beans he did get, and with water he must not mix.
Jack's uncle was furious. The beans went flying with a smack. 5 beans Jack did collect, and one went through a crack.
That night it did rain, on the house it did pour, and rain met with a bean that laid under a crack in the floor.
A princess needed shelter from the harsh winter rain. She took shelter in a house, and Jack she met again.
The bean started growing as the rain did fall. A giant beanstalk grew. How high? This tall.
Up to the heavens the beanstalk did rise. The princess went up, but Jack fell to his surprise.
Now with the princess missing, the king must round his guise to scale the giant beanstalk and serve the giants their demise.
The film combines a couple of fairy tales as it melds the overgrown foliage of Jack and the Beanstalk with the British fairy tale of Jack the Giant Killer.
Now this isn't the first time Jack has been portrayed in the cinema.
No, most notable was the 1962 movie Jack the Giant Killer, which had special effects in it by stop-motion wizard Ray Harryhausen.
Jack is played by Nicholas Hoult, and the movie also features Eleanor Tomlinson as Isabel, the princess. Ewan McGregor plays the leader of the King's Guards, Elmont, and the surprise of the movie is Bill Nighy, who, together with John Cassier, plays the two-headed giant.
Now the film felt a little flat, the characters lacked depth, and the whole thing seemed very disjointed.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean, for example, once Jack starts climbing the beanstalk along with Elmont, it focuses on them for a while, before then cutting to bad guy to piece Roderick, as played by Stanley Tucci. And at that point I found myself thinking, oh yeah, I forgot he was even there.
Still, at least it cuts to him whenever he's doing something nefarious, so it can keep reminding us that he's the bad guy, just in case we forgot.
And speaking of Roderick, I guess we have to make mention of his henchman, sidekick, who knows. But for whatever reason, Ewan Bremner's with him and his character is so irritating that you just don't want to see him on screen. At all. Ever. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Ewan Bremner and I think he's a good actor, but it's just that his character was, well, a dickhead.
This film is directed by Bryan Singer. Bryan Singer, as you know, is more famous for doing X-Men 1 and 2 and The Usual Suspects.
All 3 of those films are excellent movies, however Jack the Giant Slayer will not be joining that list, as the writing seems to take a backseat to both CGI and special effects.
Yeah, there's moments of bad writing where it seems as if they forget that they're supposed to be looking for the princess. They just get to a point where they sort of go, oh well, she's not here, let's just carry on doing our own thing on the beanstalk. Tally-ho!
Now the film is extremely sexist, as there's only one lead female character and no female giants, and the one female in the movie happens to be both helpless at the top and the bottom of the beanstalk.
The film's also quite racist towards giants, as they are portrayed as ugly, flatulent nose pickers, and to be honest, the whole thing is, as usual, the fault of the white man who's invaded the giants' territory and ends up murdering them. And I'm pretty sure that if any actual giants saw this, they'd be quite offended. Right, Joe?
Feed my bird bomb!
Guys, wake up, I just had an awful dream. Well, I dreamt that I was Jack, a fanboy, who didn't even sound like a fanboy. I sounded like a posh idiot. I mean, I was in the land of giants, but they didn't even look like giants. It was just like some big CGI mess. The plot was horrible. I don't even know what happened to half the characters. What happened to my uncle? I've got my horse back though. I won't recommend this dream to anyone. Not sure.
want to see a film that's got really good fairy tale elements in it, then watch Pan's Labyrinth. If you want to see a film that's got giant mythological creatures stomping about, then watch Troll Hunter.
Now, my personal feelings on the movie is that it's flat, it's dull, it's uninspiring. There's very little character development and depth to any of the cast. I think had I not paid money to watch this, I would have turned it off half an hour into the film. But nonetheless, like Jack, I soldiered on for the hour and 40 odd minutes of faux violence, CGI over the top madness, annoying sub-characters, giants that never really felt giant, and of course, the worst game of tug-of-war I've ever seen between giants and humans! Ah!
I found the film to be predictable. It wasn't really entertaining, and worst of all, it just didn't elicit any emotional response from me other than boredom. Admittedly, I'm probably not the target audience, but I don't think kids are going to find it that enjoyable either. And a year from now, most of this is going to be forgotten, and all we're going to remember is, oh yeah, it had bad giants in it. Whoopee.
Okay, so here at ChapterSkip, we recommend you save your cash and don't bother with this film.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. We all know that giants aren't real.
Yes, they are!
Thanks for watching this review for Jack the Giant Slayer. We would love to hear your thoughts on the film. Is it as bad as we thought it was? Leave us a comment below. For more reviews with a twist, make sure you subscribe to ChapterSkip. We also do trailer reviews and bring you the latest gaming news each and every week. Please like this video if you found it funny or helpful, and you can also find ChapterSkip on Twitter and Facebook. All the links are in the description. Thanks.
Added to that, it's also quite racist towards giants, as they're portrayed as ugly. Ugly.
Ugly.
Look at them ugly.
Ugly.
As they invent a whole new word to describe how ugly they are.
Ugly.
Ugly. They're not just ugly, they're ugly.
That's what the women wear, their boots.
The film's also quite racist towards giants, as they're portrayed as ugly, flatulent. Shut the fuck.
Ugly.
I didn't do it then. I nearly did.
But I just thought you was going to say ugly.
Ah.